This is good because they scored 2 goals in a 90-minute match, and this would give the individual confidence that if they were to shoot more often, they'll be more likely to score. If they score more goals in a match, then the team is more likely to win, and furthermore, it can decrease confidence of decrease confidence and morale of the opposition if they feel that they are more likely to concede more often. A tactical skill would be the long ball to a target man, and this would retain possession for the team, and it was successful because it reached the target man a lot of the time, and enabled the team to push further up and retain possession. And if they have the possession, they're more likely to score. If they're more likely to score, then they're more likely to win the match, and this will make the opposition more likely to decrease the morale and not play as well. From set pieces, they scored 1 goal, and this means they're more likely to win the match and will decrease the opponent's motivation to succeed, to win. And the set pieces is the strength, because every time they're a set piece, due to the height advantage, they're more likely to score a header, as they would have a major advantage over the opposition, and therefore more likely to score. In terms of fitness as a skill, as a strength, acceleration and speed from the winger made it more likely that they would go around the defender and have a more chance of scoring from the wide position. Furthermore, they would boost confidence levels of both the individual and the team, because if the team know that their winger is more likely to go around a player, then they will pass to him more and push further up the pitch, knowing that they're going to go around the player, and they'll have more chance of scoring if they're more attacking. Also, the balance of the individual was good, as they were able to stay on their feet when going past defenders, and this made it more likely that they would score if they go past position and stay on their feet. Weaknesses in terms of skill was their left-footed shooting, and this cost they didn't get any any shots at target that they shot with the left foot, and this would decrease individual morale, as they feel that if they have the ball with their left foot, then they'll be less likely to shoot and may pass it to another person, and if they're less likely to score, then they're less likely to win the match. Furthermore, it may encourage the opposition to push the ball onto the player's left foot if they feel that they're less likely to cause more damage from scoring a goal with their left foot. The heading was also a weakness, as they tended to chest the ball down rather than head the ball, and if they were to shoot with the head, it wouldn't go on target, or would just trickle into the keeper. If they were to head the ball, it would also fail to reach the target on many occasions, and this means that the team would be less likely to play long balls to this person, as they would be unable to retain possession, and if they are unable to retain possession, then the opposition is more likely to score. A tactical weakness is that the communication levels was very poor, and this caused them to be highly unorganised, and the defenders may not track the runners, and this may cause them to cause the attackers to have more space and then more time in the ball to shoot, look up, or score. And this means that they'll concede goals needlessly, and this may discourage them from playing more attacking. They may become more defensive, and they have less likely of scoring. They could also become very frustrated with this, as they may prefer to have an attacking style of play, and if they're playing defensive, then they may feel that they are not sticking to their game plan, and this may demotivate them. The marking from set pieces was poor, as the opposition would did score a goal from a corner, and this decreased their morale, as people within the team were arguing and having a go at one another, saying that it was their fault, and this may cause their motivation to decrease, as they may feel that they're not working well together. and if they're not working well together, they're less likely to win the match, and and less likely to win the match. The CV fitness was very poor as well, because they were out of breath if they were to run up and down the pitch frequently, and this meant that they would have to choose other options, such as putting it up to the target man, which, although was very successful, did become quite predictable, and this predictability meant that they failed to retain possession a lot of the time. The main strength was the left-footed shooting, and this is because the main weakness was the left-footed shooting, and this is because they didn't shoot the score when they shot the left foot. And the coaching point of this was that they would place the left foot. The coaching points here is that they would place the left foot in line with the edge of the ball, and they would strike through the ball with the lace of the foot, following through as they do so. This would generate the power and therefore have more chance of scoring. I'd also tell them to aim for the corners, as if they shoot straight at the keeper's more likely to make a save and less likely to score. If they aim for the corners, the keeper's less likely to get to it, and therefore scoring is much more possibility. Furthermore, I'd make sure the individual is balanced and tell them to improve their balance, because if they're unbalanced, the shot is less likely to go towards the goal and may skew off to the left or to the right for a goal kick. Furthermore, I'd tell them to put their body weight forward and not back. Of course, if they lean back, they're more likely to get underneath the ball, and therefore the trajectory of the ball is more likely to rise and then go over the bar, therefore not scoring. Progressive practice of this skill would be to shoot from the penalty spot kick with no goalkeeper in the goal. I tell them to aim for the corners. Once they have succeeded in this, I would introduce a goalkeeper and see if they can score from then. The next progression I would make is that I would change the angles from inside the penalty area, and this will make sure that they were able to shoot from all over each angle. As they would become more comfortable in this, I would increase the distance by telling them to shoot from 20 yards out, and this would allow them to gain more confidence shooting the left foot from further out the pitch. I would also introduce a goalkeeper. I'll start off with no goalkeeper and introduce a goalkeeper as I got into it, as they got more prepared with shooting from further out distance without a goalkeeper. I'd also tell them to have different types of shots, for example, placement, power, and long range distances. The placement and power, this would vary in a match, because sometimes a goalkeeper may be too far to one side, and they may just have to place it into the other goal to score. Whereas if they were to choose a powerful shot, they may not get the accuracy. The time scale of this would be over a 3-week period, with 5 days a week and 5 days a week, having 2 days off to rest and for hypertrophy to take place. And this would include three days doing the progressive practice and 2 days of gym exercise doing plyometrics. And this would help gain muscle mass in the left leg and in the core, stabilising the person so they're more likely to score a goal if they were to shoot in the future. The physiological effects would be that they're less likely to suffer from coronary heart disease, such as angina, and also it would improve the thresholds, such as the epip system, which would usually be used for a 10-second sprint, and this is frequently used in football. If the individual increases his ATP-PC system threshold, then they're more likely to be able to sprint for longer, and therefore this is important for a midfielder, as they will be able to swiftly move away from their markers, and also to catch up with ongoing attackers. Furthermore, it would hopefully improve the lactic acid system by doing the progressive practice, and this would mean that they would be able to run for between 30 and 90 seconds, and although it's a short period of time, the threshold will be increased, and this is also continuously used in football, as they may require to run from one end of the pitch to the other, which would usually take between 30 and 90 seconds. Psychological effects mean that it could be a good experience for if it's a good experience for an individual, they're more likely to continue doing the sport, and if they're more likely to continue to do a sport, then the participation of people in the sport is likely to increase, and this is good for the overall health of the country, and this will relieve the stress on the NHS. If a leader knows how to lead a team, then the individuals are more likely to be successful in what they do. The types of leadership include laissez-faire, democratic, and autocratic. Laissez-faire is where a leader has a relaxed style, and they don't interfere with the day-to-day practices and training and stuff of the individual, and they let the individual get on with what they wish to do. And this could be beneficial to an individual, to a performer, if they may feel that they know how to do it, and they just let them go. Then it may be beneficial to the individual if they know what they're doing. Democratic is where the leader cares more about the people than the work, and this could build up a strong working relationship between an individual and a coach. And this could mean that they're more likely to succeed or reach targets if they if the coach cares more about them than task. An autocratic style is where the individual cares about more work than the performer, and this means that they're more focused on reaching goals. An advantage to this would be that the leader would be able to dictate to the individual what they're doing, but would care less about the person, and this could consequently cause resent to the trainer, and a working relationship could decrease. A social cultural factor of this is that of football is that the growth in the women's game has increased greatly over the last 10 years, and this is partially due to the introduction of the Women's Super League, which is a professional or semi-professional league, which allows women to gain money to be able to train frequently, and also the central contracts with the international players allows them to gain a little bit more money, and this would mean that they'll be more likely to improve the training they receive, and therefore the success of these people is likely to increase greatly. Furthermore, the increase in the media attention, such as TV and Sky, increase the awareness of both women's football, men's football, and disabled football throughout the UK. Millions of people watch these TV football programs, and this increased the awareness of football. It also introduces lots of money towards the game, and this is shown in players' contracts nowadays, which can reach anything between £1,000 a week and £250,000 a week. Furthermore, the money in football is increasing greatly due to this media attention, and the transfer fees is one of these things that's increasing greatly, which now range into the millions, and recently £81 million. The purpose-built facilities allow individuals to train more frequently and to a better standard, and this allows them to gain. The purpose-built facilities allow them to train harder and more and for longer, and also at a lower cost, and this allows them to perform better in their sport. Thank you.